And just like that, Chop is back. Now, as you see, when I'm talking about today, I'm not even hiding it today. You know it is. Join the group, join the podcast, whatever, whatever. But I'm so pissed off right now. So let's get straight to it because I gotta go to work soon. So what we're talking about today is the Drew Brees controversy, man. Like to y'all, it's a controversy. To me, it's some of the same shit because he's been showing his colors. But people were just so blinded by Drew winning himself for the city. Drew doing what he needed to, doing what he doing for the city or whatever, that they didn't see it. He been like that, man. That's why it's not surprising, but I thought he would be different this time because of what all is going on. But he did what Drew does. Kick for the flag, man. That's what he do. Even though the protest, even though the kneeling, as you can see, wearing the Kaepernick shirt now, I hope they don't destroy my shit this time for wearing it. The kneeling is not bad for the flag, bro. Like kneeling is the most subservient or submissive position you can be in is kneeling. So when you kneel to somebody, you're giving all the power to whatever you're kneeling to. So when people used to get knighted, they used to kneel to get knighted. They're giving their power to whoever the royal person is, king, queen, knighting them. When you kneel, when you pray, you're giving all power to God. So some of these same wannabe Christians talking about kneeling is so bad for the flag, you kneel for God. Is that disrespectful? No, that's not disrespecting the flag. That is bringing attention to what the hell is going on because black people are tired of getting their ass whooped by police officers. They don't want to hear about black on black crime. I want to hear about all that because there's white on white crime, Asian on Asian crime. There's all that. It's called crime of proximity. Look it up. I ain't got time to educate y'all. But they bringing attention to something that's happening to black people. And it seems like some of y'all don't want to hear that shit. I still see that shit in the group right now. Somebody trying to argue me on my page that Drew's a better quarterback. This ain't got shit to do with Drew being a better quarterback than Kaepernick. We all know that. Black people not trying to who support Kaepernick kneeling. We're not trying to say that he's a better quarterback or he was the best quarterback in the world. I respect the man for getting on his knee and say, hey, this shit ain't right. That's all Kaepernick did was say, hey, this shit ain't right. Now, y'all took the protest, what he was doing, just like this protest is getting turned upside his head because there's more than one aspect in these protests. Y'all taking that shit and y'all turning this shit like y'all always do. These fucking Republican sympathizers, I'm going to say what it is. Y'all taking this shit and turning it on his head than what it's supposed to be. And then there's other people who in these riots that ain't even got to do with the original thing with George. So Drew Brees being a quarterback of a black city, it's a black city. So that's why I'm so pissed off because New Orleans is a black city. I'm from New Orleans. I'm born and raised in New Orleans. It's a black city. And for you to even seem like you're not even sympathizing with the black cause, that shows me a lot. There's a lot of black people that fucking support Drew Brees. Drew Brees has been getting supported by New Orleans since he came here. Because he came here as a dude with a bum shoulder, and people supported him from day one. They supported you from day one. And I know some people ain't gonna like what I say. It is what it is. I don't care. That's how I feel. I'm on this right now. I'm on that. I don't care. Because I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of this support the flag, all that. Nobody's disrespecting the flag. Nobody's disrespecting the flag here, man. Kneeling is the best thing you can do to support the flag. Better than standing. But y'all tell Tebow shit when he used to kneel down for the flag. No, y'all tell Tebow a goddamn thing when he used to kneel for the flag every time, fucking protesting abortion and all kind of other shit, praying and all that. Y'all didn't tell Tebow shit. So when Kaepernick does it, and when he did it, he was sitting down, and Army Ranger told him, it was an Army Ranger who told him that's disrespectful to sit doing the flag. If you don't want to stand up, kneel down. He listened to an Army Ranger to do this. Now, I don't want this kid caught up on the Kaepernick stuff because this is about Drew Brees. But I don't get it. What the hell do you want this man to do? You want him to fucking not stand for his beliefs? Even if the man, you're not trying to disrespect the flag, but you want him just to fall in line, to fall in your beliefs. That's not America, bro. That's Nazi Germany. Not being honest. That's Germany. That's Nazi Germany. Hey, you got to fall in line. That's North Korea. You got to fall in line with what the majority, quote unquote majority, wants you to do. It's America. You can say what the hell you want. That's why I'm on this podcast. I'm saying what the hell I want. I own it. You can't tell me not what the fuck to say. I'm going to say what I want to say. And that's what it is. It's America. I'm using my voice in America to do what I do. And what pissed me off on this post, you got, instead of people understanding why people are mad at Drew Brees, y'all trying to debate black people on black issues, and you can't fucking do it. Just like I can't debate white people on white issues. Just like I can't debate Asian people on Asian issues. That's their community. Black people can say what the hell they want because it's happening to them. It's not happening to you. If you're not black, how about you listen to your brother and your sisters trying to tell you, hey, this is a real fucking problem. Instead of trying to defend Drew fucking Brees. And I can call you out by fucking name, but I'm not going to do it. But you know who I'm talking about. Don't try to cape because you're a fucking Republican. I looked on your fucking page. You're a fucking Republican and you're trying to cape for your cause. This ain't got nothing to do with Democrats or Republicans because they both equally fuck you. Like I said on the last show. One just take you out to dinner, and that's the Democrats. That's it. This ain't about no party line. This ain't about none of that. This is about black people getting their head beaten in by the fucking police. And I'm sorry for cursing so much, but I'm fucking angry. I'm tired of hearing about this shit. And these days, you think the shit died down, a dumbass like Drew Brees come do some shit to spark it back up. Fuck that flag, man, when it comes to this, man. And I'm not saying screw it because of that, but the flag, it don't have nothing to do with this. I'm not saying that the flag, like I'm disrespecting the flag, but the flag argument cannot be in this. It can't. It cannot be in this right now because this is about black and brown people or whoever getting their head bunched in by the police, man. This is about the police. And I can't stand for a flag that fucking allow police officers to beat the hell out of somebody and all you care about is the flag, man. A flag is just a piece of material, it's a symbol. Just like Kaepernick kneeling down is just a symbol. And if you okay with police beating the hell out of citizens, taxpayers, they're beating the hell out of taxpayers, man. They're beating the fuck out of taxpayers. It's not just they're beating criminals. They're beating taxpayers up. People who pay their taxes. People who are living in their homes are dying. People who, you can't be at home, you get shot. You could be on the store just trying to buy something and get shot or choked or stuck. It's not happening to y'all people like that. It's happening to my people. And I have a voice. I have a media thing that say let the voice be heard. I'm the voice of the voiceless right now. We tired of this shit, man. We tired of getting beat up. We Americans too. We ain't just African Americans. Not half of us have not been born in Africa. We're just plain old Americans who happen to be dark skinned. But y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all want to come with this Republican Democrat bullshit. Who gives a fuck about that shit? Drew Brees was wrong about that shit. But let me get to the history of fucking Drew Brees while I've been off his fucking bandwagon. His name was on a fucking organization that spewed hate towards homosexuals and all that. He was already related with a hate group, but that shit magically went away because he drew fucking Brees. But nobody want to talk about that. Okay, he made a mistake. It's not the first time he said we was disrespectful to the flag, but we got a picture of you fucking kneeling down in brotherhood. To me, that was fake because you should have just stood up. Since you believe kneeling down for the flag is disrespectful, you kneel for the flag, Drew. You knelt down when we all knelt down in Dallas. You knelt down. You should have stood up. Stand in your beliefs if you believe in that like that. But people don't want to get it because Drew's an all-American good guy and all that. I hear that. But He been showing his colors, man. What he did Teddy last year. And let's be real. And nobody want to be real about it. He did Teddy Bridgewater ass wrong last year. Teddy Bridgewater was 5-0. A young black man who was 5-0, who had to fight for the respect of the city. I was there. So I was in the dome. I heard black and whites alike booing Teddy Bridgewater. Then he started doing his thing. And the whole dome erupted. They loved him. It was Teddy. Every game he got better and better. And all of a sudden, Drew, who 2 or 3 weeks out and the bye week is there. Oh, I gotta hurry up and rush back. We get beat by Atlanta. Nobody say nothing. Okay, you got a Facebook user. I don't agree with his stand. People taking this shit out of proportion. He's been saying this. This is not. I understand Facebook user. Next time, hey, let StreamYard allow access so I can see who I'm talking to. At least show me that who you're talking to. But it's not the time to say this. It's not the time to be talking that flag talk right now. People are pissed off. They're angry. Facebook user. They're pissed off. They're angry. They don't want to hear that shit right now, bro. It's like I keep saying, if you go back to the shows I've done, I have a degree in psychology. So it's called the stages of grief. And right now, people are in the anger stage. They're not trying to hear that dumb shit from the other side. Now, this happened to white people. White people wasn't even trying to hear from what we're trying to say. So if it happened to other Asian people, they weren't going to try to hear what we're trying to say because they're too busy being angry right now. You got to allow them to get out that stage. You got to allow people to heal. Fuck. People just saw a man for 8 minutes and 50-something seconds fucking get his neck stepped on and die. That's tragic. You're not supposed to see that shit. People don't open Facebook and see that shit. So Drew Brees is wrong timing. If you want to do this shit after this die off, fine. You want to do this after you retire, fine. But what can you do now? How can you look Michael Thomas in the face? How can you look Emmanuel Sanders, Malcolm Jenkins, who you know he Mr. Militant? How can you look Alvin Kamara? How can you look all these other Marshawn Lattimore? How can you look all these black people in the face and you show you're not down with them? You gotta remember, the NFL is majority black, Jack. So you better, if you don't agree with it, you better kiss black ass because they make you money. And let's be real, they gotta make you money, and we being real here. This is not. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Go to ESPN if you want a motherfucker to sugarcoat it for you. So I'm just telling you, you better kiss black ass if you're a quarterback because most of your offensive linemen, like 3 of those offensive linemen are black. So if I was on the offensive line, Drew would get his head knocked the fuck off for what he said today. And that's real. Straight up, let him through on a blitz, knock him on his ass. So I'm just saying he needs to wake up, man. That flag talk was for 9/11. Yes, the flag talk was perfect for 9/11. But right now, we don't need that flag talk. We need to talk about how our black brothers and sisters are hurt. And if you can't see that our black brothers and sisters are hurting, you're a part of the problem. You're not part of the solution. You need to shut the fuck up before somebody knock you the fuck out. And that's real. And y'all need to hear that. Like, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the fucking problem. And Drew Brees is part of the fucking problem with that type of talk here. Because it riles up a whole nother base to go against this. Start letting this shit die down, letting these riots and these protests die down. You start up another fire. And you start this fire, you in New Orleans of all places. Don't need much for people from New Orleans to snap. We've been through a lot in New Orleans. We've been through Katrina. Our own country told us we were refugees in our own fucking country. And then you say this shit about the flag, bro, about disrespecting the flag and the protest. And what he was protesting is what happened, what leads to the riots. So it makes Kaepernick look right anyway. It's the symbolism in that, bro. Drew Brees been not on the black side, bro. He been showing it. And that's fine. But don't cake like you buddy with your black people, bro. You got to pick a side on this one, bro. It's like either you're gonna be on that flag side or you're gonna be on the human rights side because it's human rights, bro. It's not about civil rights. Because civil rights is not worth more than human rights, and that's why black people can't get reparations being wrong with you. You want to know? I'll give you a fucking thing. Malcolm X even said, I'll give you some knowledge on that. Malcolm X said, we're fighting for the wrong rights. And we should not be fighting for civil rights. That's just to exist. We should be fighting for human rights so the UN can step in on this shit. Fuck civil rights. We need human rights. We are human. This is a human rights issue. And if you're okay with somebody standing on somebody's neck, well, let me stand on your neck for 9 minutes. Because that's not right. And Drew, it's not the time for it, bro. Drew, you done lost your locker room. You should just retire. Because you lost your locker room. There's Saints players that don't trust you. And I've been not wearing my Drew Brees jersey to the games, bro. When he first made this flag crap. It's not about the flag. That protest is not about the flag. And I'm tired of you Republicans. That's who it is. And I'm going to be real. It's you damn Republicans who making this shit about the flag. And it's not about the flag. And y'all following Agent Orange ass. Y'all going to follow. He going to put y'all right down the foxhole. Because when he out, don't go back hiding. Because I remember names. So don't go back hiding. I want that same stance that y'all been doing. Because I see it in the group right now. I want that same fire when Agent Orange ass is out of the office. I want that same fire, that same hatred y'all spewing. Because all we want is human rights as black people. And yes, I want the people that don't agree with the rights. I believe in burning your own neighborhoods is self-defeating. But you better be lucky they're using their approach than my approach, because some of you damn flag supporters, houses will be burned down if they follow my damn approach. So you lucky they're doing their own neighborhoods. Because I don't believe riots solve anything. It is showing that they're how pissed off you are. But for Drew Brees to bring the flag talk, this is disrespectful to the country. It's not disrespectful to the country, because the people make up the country. And if one person is hurting in this country, if one group of people is hurting, then what are we standing for? That means that one person is not getting civil liberties. That one person is not free. That one people, that person, that group of people, or whatever you want to say it, is not free. Y'all, let me tell you what it is how to be black in the streets. You gotta worry about if you got your blinker lights on. You can't forget to click your blinker lights on to change lanes, because you might get stopped by a fucking hateful cop. You can't even walk. If you live in a nice neighborhood, you gotta look over your shoulder. Man, it's hard being black in this country. It's not easy. It's fucking hard. That's why so many people are fucking pissed off. But instead of you flag sympathizers fucking listening to your brothers and sisters that how hard it is, y'all trying to debate on an issue y'all know nothing about. Y'all get the benefit of the doubt, most of you flag sympathizers. And I know people in the military. They happy for the right that Kaepernick can kneel. They fight for the right so he can kneel. As long as he's not burning the flag, wiping his ass with the flag, stepping on the flag, he's not disrespecting it. Just because you don't stand for the flag. How many times y'all be in the house and the national anthem play and y'all don't stand up for it? So get out of here with that stand with the flag stuff. Oh, I got another person. Thank you, Spencer, for allowing people to do this. It's his opinion. We all don't agree with it. He does a lot for the community in New Orleans. Okay, he does a lot for the community for New Orleans. Nobody's saying Drew is a bad guy at heart. But his fucking... It's not the time for the message, Spencer. Spencer, it's not the time for the message. He can do a lot for New Orleans, but it depends on which community he's doing for a lot for New Orleans, too. He can do a lot for New Orleans, Spencer. I understand that. But you got to understand, black people not trying to hear that shit right now. And I'm just being real. Because We just seen one of our own get stand up on, got their neck. Then he died from fucking not being able to breathe because he got a dude standing on his neck. I understand he does a lot for the community. He should have took that into consideration before he said that shit he said. Now, I have grandparents fighting in the military. I have uncles fighting in the military. I have a cousin who's in a group who's in the military. I respect the military. But I'm not going to put the flag above a human life. And he can do all he wants for New Orleans. There's a lot of racists who do a lot of shit for a lot of people they don't fucking like. I'm not calling you a racist, but hey, it is what it is. Paying money, that don't mean shit to me, bro. It's what you say during the time of crisis, man. When it's a time of crisis, your true self come out. And right there, we need a Jew to support black people, bro. And that stance, that hardline stance he took, is a division. That's a division. That was a divisionary word, man. He divided people with that. Because you know what that flag talk is code for. You know who used the flag talk? The MAGA people used that flag talk. And we all know MAGA is AKA Keep America White Again. Black people know what the fuck MAGA means. And that's real. We know what the cool keyword MAGA means. I don't trust anybody who wear them red hats. And it's like, even if he's not a MAGA lover, his stance lies along, his stance is with those MAGA people. And you know why we're so pissed off? Because there's so many black people who support Drew. When I was calling for Drew to get a replacement for Drew for 3-4 years because his arm been gone, which is a sports related thing, I got ridiculed. I can show y'all the post. I got ridiculed for getting rid of Drew. So I've been off the Drew bandwagon as a football player. And each time he opened his mouth, as a person, I'm getting off that bandwagon. I've been calling Drew Brees Captain Rooney. And that's off any given Sunday if you want to know who Captain Rooney is. And it's fucking sad, bro. It's like because so many people look up to Drew. But it's so many black people that, they love Drew. That's why they so hurt by this shit. They love him. They love this dude in New Orleans, man. This dude could have ran for governor and won. You don't use the flag talk right now. After all this is over, fine. To go back on your political or moral belief stance. But you got to think about Michael Thomas and them boys in the locker room. What does that look like to them? And it's hard when you're not black to grasp why we so pissed off about that. Like I said, we are tired of being marginalized, and a fucking flag is over black lives. That's what it is. And let's be real with it. It's a fucking flag over black lives. I'm not putting the nation over my black people. I love my black people. Yes, we got some bad apples just like everybody else do. But I love my fucking black people. And I'm not going to put this fucking nation over my people. And it's not no anti-nobody. I'm just pro-black. I love my people. And we just want the same rights that other people have. We tired of getting treated like dogs. And y'all not allowed to I'm not going to allow Drew or nobody to put a fucking flag over a black life. What's up, Shirley? Let's go. Cancel Drew. I feel you, man. But they ain't gonna cancel. I'm just being real, they ain't gonna cancel because once football season starts, some people got short memories. But for me, he been canceled when he made that first flag statement. Drew finally said how he really feels, bro. John Wick, I agree. He been saying it though. But people have not been paying attention to what he's been saying. People have not been paying attention that he been on this pro-flag shit. So I've been off of Drew Brees. And thank you, John Wick, man. I'm not doing this for nobody to agree with me or disagree with me. I'm doing this because, hey, I have a voice. And why not use it? I have a voice. I know if we were only that easy to cancel. I know, surely, but people don't want to. People don't want to believe, but Drew is a hero to a lot of people in New Orleans because what he represented during Katrina. New Orleans Saints football was the only thing we had to look forward to, and they had a hell of a season that year after Katrina. That gave us hope. And when you get one of your heroes talking dumb shit, it hurts. Especially New Orleans people, it hurts. Because your hero, your person that was your beacon of hope, that New Orleans can come back, is talking about flag talk when most of the people that was cheering him on get harassed by the police daily. That's fucked up. And nobody want to see the truth, why people are so hurt. Because Drew was that beacon of hope. Because he was the quarterback of the team that led the city back to where it is. We're just starting to get back after what? It's like 15 years? We're just starting to get back. And New Orleans is not the same. And that was coming from not just a Saints fan, it comes from a New Orleanian. It hurts. That shit hurts that you ain't got our back. Because, like Ray Nagin said, it's a chocolate city, goddammit. Even though they're trying to change it, it's a chocolate city in New Orleans. New Orleans is black. The majority. It is majority black. You can look up the numbers. So you should have said anything about the flag right now. Oh, man, I appreciate you. Y'all, man. Y'all listening to me. Oh, yeah. Man, surely I got it from you, man. You use your voice every Tuesday. You use your voice every time you do your podcast, man. I listen in all the time. Thank you, Shuli. Hey, it's Miss Chapo. It may be his opinion, but opinion can show someone their true colors, and for that, others have the right to voice their opinions on that. To put a flag over life is unacceptable. The man don't care about injustice. Thank you there, Miss Chapo. That's Miss Chapo for anybody that don't know. That's why I'm about to marry that one. Because all I'm saying it in a pissed off way. I could have came on here all, fake. But that's not the Chop y'all want. Y'all want this Chop who tell it to you like it is. And that's what I'm telling you. If you put a flag, like my beautiful significant other so stated, over a life, that's fucked up. And I'm not agreeing with her because I got to lay in the bed next to her. That's just being fucking real. A life is what makes that flag. That what makes those stars and bars is life. It's Americans. And you can't say, forget 9/11 and tell us to forget this. We cannot forget what happened to George Floyd. Don't let George Floyd's name get lost like everybody else's name has got lost. George Floyd got killed, basically executed on Facebook Live, man, on a video. He got executed. And you want me to give a damn about a flag that supports this shit? And don't even get me started on these people with this all lives matter bullshit, blue lives matter bullshit. First of all, what the fuck is a blue life? That's a job. They chose to do that job. So don't get on with this blue lives matter. If somebody comes with blue lives matter bullshit, I'm going to go off. I'm going to go nuclear. And then I'm going to tell you what I really feel because I'm holding back for the sake of staying on here. But I'm holding back on how I really feel. I am really censoring myself, even with all these F-bombs from dropping. But if somebody come on here talking this blue lives matters bullshit, I'm going off because there's no such thing as a blue life. Ain't nobody walking around here blue. You chose that job. I didn't choose to be black. Shuli didn't choose to be black. My girl Rochelle didn't choose to be black. Smoke didn't choose to be black who's on here. We didn't choose that. We didn't choose that. That was bestowed upon us. So we should not be punished for being black. And all you people saying he did something for New Orleans, who gives a flying fuck? Because his damn words is a slap in the face to every New Orleanian, black New Orleanian who fucking supported Drew Brees. And I know a lot of them. My uncle Brian is one of them. He was the biggest Drew Brees fan. He was the biggest Saint. He's the biggest Saints fan I know. He walked through Tulane Stadium with my grandmother in 1967 to go through the hard years. My uncle cried when the Saints won the Super Bowl, man. And to see our quarterback, every other quarterback, even Tom Brady, who was a MAGA supporter, didn't bring up no fucking flag. It's our quarterback that's saying this stupid shit. That's why it hurt. Because we can't defend this shit. How can we defend our quarterback who's saying dumb ass shit like the flag? Nobody care about the flag. Yeah, Shuli, I know we all we got. And man, I think he called up Smoke, but Drew Brees talking about the flag over Black lives, you know what I'm saying? Like, basically, the flag is more important. You know, nobody should disrespect the flag. Shit like that, you know. Just paraphrasing this dumbass. That's all I can do is speak. Exactly. He's shown himself, so we need to act accordingly. He spoke his truth, which is misguided. I hope his teammate had the same courage. Yeah, Michael Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders, Alvin Kamara, and Malcolm Jenkins all have unfollowed Drew Brees since this happened. They all unfollowed him. They probably want to talk to him. They probably want to read him the riot act once the season starts. But he has to come back and clarify what he meant. Because you cannot piss on this movement. Now, like I said, we don't have to go destroy shit because Drew said some fucked up shit. We don't have to do none of that. But to sit here and act like it's okay because he said some shit about the flag, that's not what I do. I'm not going to sit here and take that shit because he get paid $1 million, millions of dollars, and he donated to a couple community things. Fuck that. As me as a true New Orleanian, I don't have to take that shit. As a Saints fan, I don't have to take that shit because my money put money in his pocket. Because I have to pay to go sit there and watch him. I pay his damn salary. Just like the other 70,000 people that be in there pay his damn salary. So if he says something that's against my people, I have the fucking right to put him in his place. Because Drew Brees, you wrong, man. It's not the time for that. We understand the power of the flag as American citizens. We understand the nation, what the flag represents. We have military people in our families. We would never disrespect the flag. But when it comes with that, I'm not dealing with that shit. Bro, I'm not dealing with it. I'm not dealing with Drew Brees and his bullshit. Oh, man. Like I said, I'm not stressed out, bro. I'm angry about it, man. I'm angry about it. And, hey, that potato microphone shit, I didn't need. Fuck it. People are hearing me fine. I'm not about to even relax. I'm not even answer to that shit, man. Look, nobody, like I said, I don't give a shit about no microphone right now. But that's what you got out without saying it's a fucking microphone. See, these are the comments that pissing me off right here. A fucking microphone. So what? I might be getting distorted. Maybe it's the acoustics in my house. Who knows, bro? But this is a stupid ass comment to say on this thing here, man. I'm not stressed out, man. I'm not stressed out, just pissed off. My people are pissed. All right. Have a good night, bro. I love the stream. I think you love the stream, man. But, hey, man, that was the time for the comment. See, when people are angry, you don't use comments like that, man. Hey, it happens. I'm doing fine. How are you doing? I'm glad you joined the stream. But I gotta wrap it up. Any more comments before I wrap it up? I went on longer than I was supposed to go on because I actually got to go to my nighttime gig. But this is my number one gig. This is my baby. So I had to jump on and let my people know how I feel, because I would be doing y'all a disservice if I didn't tell y'all how I felt. And by running this thing, I have to let y'all know the voice of some people whose voices can't get out. So I use this for a platform for y'all to use, man. It was Black lives that was on the front lines in World War II that gave their lives to make that flag try to mean something. You right, Smoke. People forget about that. Without those black people, because my grandpa was one of them who fought in wars, who was part of the military, man. Grandpa did it. My fucking cousin Roy, who in the group, shout out to you, Roy. He fought in wars, man. Our lives mean the same as anybody else's, because Black lives changed the tide of the Civil War, changed the tide of World War One, Two, the Iraqi War. We turned that battle, and people need to realize, through Brees, you got to realize the power your voice has, the power of what your voice means to New Orleans, to the rest of the world, man. Your voice hold weight, and you can't just say your point of view. You have to recognize the people that support you, their point of view, and they ain't just these beer swelling, flag carrying, I love America as people. It's the black people who get their brains beat in who support you too, Drew. Well, not after today. So you're going to kiss some ass. You're going to kiss some ass to get some of these people back. So I don't know what kind of damage control you're going to use. I don't know what you're going to do, but you better come up with a solution soon before people start boycotting Saints games. So this is your boy Choppo. That's my 2 cents. Chopping it up with Chop. I appreciate all y'all for sticking with me this long, and my fucked up mic accordingly to the dude DK Apollo. But kicking it to you live in the Chop, okay? We'll be back later on this week with some shows. Hopefully it'll be on a lighter tone, because this stuff is exhausting to keep talking about stupid shit. Like that shouldn't be talked about. Like real talk. Like this shouldn't even been an issue if he never opened his mouth and said it. But I gotta get out of here. Hopefully maybe Uncle Leroy might be on here with his rant later on or down the road. But like I said, I'm out, people. Peace.